What is going on, YouTube? Already in the Pokemon block. Already. So, Heritage Weekly Auction number 1. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me know how the audio sounds. Hoping this is looking good. Hoping I got this thing tuned a little bit better. So, this is Heritage Auctions for those of you that don't know. They just started doing their own TCG auctions every week, dedicated auctions. Before it was mixed with video games. So this is pretty awesome. So they do auction each item at a time. So they kind of showcase each one, give a little story about each card. There's only 130 items being auctioned, but it's pretty good. So big fan of this website. I like that you can kind of look at each card individually as it's being put on the chopping block. This is something I enjoy watching. Video game auctions, like the signature auctions, those are really long, but this will be probably closer to an hour, I would say. So I'm 12 minutes in and we're 30. So these are flying off the shelves pretty quick. So pretty interesting. I just changed a whole bunch of settings inside of OBS, hoping it is making my video a little bit more fluid, but let me know if it's not. It probably isn't. What's going on, Ahmad? Yeah, I'm not sure about that whole situation. I saw a clip of it. That's it. Haven't dug in my own research, so I'm not gonna place blame on anybody right this second, personally. But yeah, shilling's not cool. So there is a handful of cool Pokemon cards. We already went through some of the play promos. A couple of Pika trophies coming up. This will probably just grow and grow now that I feel like this will get a little bit more traction and eyes on it being weekly. Typically these are about 140 card items auctions, so they do happen pretty quick. But usually it's a bunch of vintage stuff, not a whole bunch of junk slabs, but there are stuff in this auction you can find under $100. It's nothing like PWCC as far as the different stuff you can find. I'm not bidding on anything unless I see something go cheap. So that's kind of how I play Heritage. You don't have to place a bid on Heritage in order to be bidding on this item as it hits the chopping block. So I could bid right now on this item if I wanted to at the last second to kind of keep it rolling. So if I see something going cheap, that's when I start playing with Heritage. I don't really look ahead and see what's coming. I just kind of keep an ear to the ground, and most recently, that's when I purchased all my German base set first edition cards off of one of their weekly auctions, because they did go pretty cheap. So I definitely like keeping my options open, and I definitely see myself. I want to give myself Sunday evenings, so I might just be cutting out the PWCC auction lives more than likely, especially this Sunday for Father's Day. But I doing these on Wednesdays will be a lot better for me and hanging out with my family on the weekends, and that'll be good. But these auctions are. I wish PWCC could go to something like this, a little bit smaller scale, give each card its block and its glory. Obviously, the junk stuff that doesn't even sell is kind of pointless, but you can see here there's some first edition base coming up, victory medals, some pretty awesome items. Pretty awesome items. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Cheers. hoping the audio video quality is okay. It definitely should be better than it was. So let me know. Can you guys hear the auctioneer by chance? Another Pika trophy. This is a victory medal, 32nd, 32. So second place prize card. Nice. PSA 10. See, I feel like I don't know a lot of. There's so many dang Pika trophies out there, like the victory coins, victory medals. They're over my head almost. Over my head. I have not dug into most of these trophies at all. At all. So you can. So right here you have an option. You can disable live bidding, so that way you don't get happy with the mouse and accidentally click something. So that would be very disappointing. They're all gravy. Just buy them all. Yeah. Yeah, about that, bro. I ain't about that life. If my video quality and everything looks good, I might stay on live a little bit after this auction, kind of hang out, check some things that are going on. What is all over this card? Pokemon Break. I've never seen this in my life. That's pretty weird. Going for some money though. Going for some money. The video used to be kind of laggy on some of the last few live streams, but zero lag tonight. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, my OBS was telling me my bitrate encoding was bad, so I decided to listen to it for the first time, which is good. We need to listen to our elders. And now we got frickin' Steam popping up. This is a pretty crazy looking Gyarados. There's a shining Gyarados that looks similar to that I like. CGC 8 first edition base set Chansey. Looks like we got a handful of first ed base cards. Including a big boy next. $400 for a CGC 8. Looks like a strong 8 though. A couple 8.5s, 2 8 upgrades. So something interesting is looking up last solds on these. You can generally look them up when you click on, yeah, so right here it'll show the last time one of these sold in an 8. So this one price realized, so this just happened. This exact card in an 8 just sold for $456. And I don't know what this just sold for. That Charizard sold quick. Yeah, so that Chansey basically sold for the same price as it did in May. Which makes sense. Charizard first edition base BGS 7. This thing got a 7 surface. This is a strong. Oh no, corner's 6.5. This corners are pretty bad. Yeah, this is pretty scuffed up. You never know. You never know what you're getting when you get the BGS or CGC 7s or 6s. You always got to look at them. I need to make a binder set of these cards because I feel like that could be done for like $5,000 now. A first edition base set complete 102 card binder. Moderately played, whatever. You can get a really beat up Charizard for $3,000. And I feel confident enough you could probably pick up the rest of the cards for under $2,000, which is pretty cool. PSA 10 seal. See, this is an uncommon though. $170 is not bad. Like, that's a pretty decent sale price. This one's definitely a gray stamp, Sandshrew first edition. It doesn't even mention it. $140. Pretty consistent. Another first edition base energy. Scroll this thing over. Very nice, very nice. How's everybody doing tonight? Having a good time? Halfway through the week. 2 more days until the weekend. CDC 8-5. Japanese base set Charizard. I want to say a 9 for PSA goes for around $1,000. Or probably around $800, and this is an 8.5. That's a pretty decent price. I was gonna say, like, man, that's pretty good, but even I feel like this card's probably $500. WWW. This card has got to have a bunch of sales. $288. Let's see, you got one here, $330. 360, 330. So yeah, that sold for just under that. So it's pretty pretty accurate. Dang, I was way off. Way off on the Japanese cards. Blastoise lot. That's pretty cool though. Something you'll see a lot with Heritage is them lotting cards together, which is pretty interesting. Like this next one coming up. So random. Japanese base set. Right? This is not CP6, is it? No, 1996, all of those. Bada bing, bada boom. Mr. Red Flare, how you doing, my man? Happy Wednesday to you. Is the Yu-Gi-Oh before or after Pokemon? Can't recall. Might already happen. You got a first edition fossil box in there. Like, you just get such a variety of stuff inside of these auctions. It's crazy. Like PWCC, you don't see weekly auctions generally having boxes, but they have as of late. There's still a handful of pretty good stuff. This is still going. $140 for these. These are all 8s and 8.5s. That's, yeah, seems about the right price. Can't complain about that. Still going. Still going. When Heritage first started doing TCGs, man, they had such good prices on stuff because nobody had eyes on it. It was so cool. I bought first edition PSA 10 Shadowless Zapdos on here in a weekly auction for $2,000 or 1,800 or something, which was insane. This is a first edition base set pack. PSA 9. Yep. $3,900, yeah. So that's not like it's selling for free. That's for damn sure. This is these packs were some of the first things I've ever purchased and flipped. I bought 3 first edition packs for like $3,400. And I totally thought they were going to be resealed or something like that, but I got lucky and they weren't, and was able to sell them for almost $2,000 profit. That was pretty crazy. Ungraded, early 2020. Early. Some more German cards rolling into the block. I just purchased these cards, but I purchased CGC 8.5s. And my Blastoise I purchased, if you didn't watch that video, was trashed. It was a CGC 8.5 and the thing got attacked by a cat. That's a pretty good price. I'm gonna compare it to what I purchased. So again, I think if you just click on the card, it should show you last solds of this exact card. After it loads. This happened last time and then I scrolled up and it popped up, but not today. Guides and info. Come on. There's not enough. Interesting. No sales data. Base set CGC 9. $36. This thing had no bids on it before right now. That's crazy. Handful of base unlimiteds coming up. Like I value most of these now, like the base set, like the unlimited 9s are generally $50 to $100, depending on the card, or they could be over 100 if it's obviously the big 3 or something. Dragonite. You think they'll go for fair prices or for a bit of a premium? I know some are selling below the past few sales, so I'm curious how they'll end. Mr. Professor Oak. It's really random. Like I feel like the high dollar stuff generally does sell below. But when there's something that's in the $100 range, $50 range, like this selling for $89 is like pretty fair. This is a PSA 9, so this should go for roughly $900 to $1,000, I'd say, based on last sales. But has hit 1,500, so it really depends. This has a decent amount of eyes on it, so I feel like stuff's gonna go more and more fair. And it's only 130 cards. This won't probably ever become 2,000 cards like the PWCC weeklies, but I expect to see it climb in quantity. Much easier than like the video game auctions, because there's a lot less graded video games in existence than there are graded trading cards. Similar price structure to PWCC2, I want to say. I like this. I don't have to constantly be clicking around filtering. This is pretty nice, not gonna lie. I'm like spoiled right now. This is dope. Base set unlimited Ninetales, not the Black Flame Error. PSA 10. So these are selling for $400-ish. Plus or minus 100, I'd say. And which is cheaper than PSA 10 modern chase cards. And that itself is something to think about, which is pretty wild to me. That itself is pretty wild. There you go. There's PK's Raichu. CGC 9. Look at the how much in-depth text they give each of these cards, though. Look at this. This is all about Zapdos. CGC's certified, 443 copies. Like, this is like in-depth. I clicked on a PWCC card the other day, and it said, go bid on other items, essentially. Like, it was that... it was that straightforward. It's pretty user-friendly, it looks like a neat experience, immersive. Yeah, it's... I wish it was a live auctioneer, it would be cool. But they do, for the weeklies, they do digital auctioneers. Automated, whatever. I feel like when they have the live auctioneer, they kind of drag it out as much as they can as well. So this definitely helps pick up the pace. It's more a calculated time frame. You get loose packs in here too. Not just graded. It's got the $3.99 sticker on it. $330. I don't know. I feel like there's probably a chance some of these are unweighed, but I've never pulled the trigger and bought any of these. Like I know Z&G Emporium does the his consignments, and there was a gentleman selling or consigning a bunch of essentially unweighed packs, and those packs were going for decent prices. So you could buy one of these, risk it, get some inside knowledge, and be one of the guys knowing that these are unweighed, which is probably a smart play. So you could start placing some bids on these, but I've never done it. But $380 for a... I feel like a weighed pack shouldn't go for that much. 2-player starter set. I wish these came with random hollows. That would be cool. Just like the Japanese stuff, like the base starter decks. Total missed opportunities there. Oh yeah, they have the weights on it. I forgot they weigh them on there. Yeah, so if they got the weights on there, 20 grams, they're definitely light. Man, they're so smart. I completely forgot they put weights on these. Big brains. Big brains. CGC 9. That's a no symbol Flareon. No symbol Flareon. Somebody notices the price is going up. If they were all just unlimited, I don't think... You gotta extend it again? There it goes. I feel like that's a pretty good buy. $200 CDC 9, no symbol Flareon, and 2 regular unlimited. Not bad. 8.5s. These are all symbols. Yeah, this isn't anything too special. Probably go for... $100 is pretty good. I had to sneeze. I sneezed. Holy cow. That was violent. Yeah, being able to pick up, what was it, 5 fossil cards for $100 graded. That's pretty cool. There it is. So I don't know how many pictures they take of these boxes, but I feel like it's still only like 1 or 2, which I kind of don't like. What did that just sell for? 8 grand. I feel like that's pretty good buy. Let's see what that is. 8,000 divided by 36. $222 for an unweighed first edition fossil pack. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. That's a pretty good buy. I feel like they've been going for around 10. And this, they're very, very clear when you go to place a bid what the cost is going to be with the buyer's premium. Very clear. Dang. You're halfway to a freaking fossil CGC8 set for this purchase. Halfway there. And that sold for, what was it, 130? 140 with the buyer's premium. Welcome back. Welcome back. Prices are going down. Love to see it. CD-ROM. This is amazing. I can't believe this has a $100 bill on it. The 2-player starter set with CD-ROM. Got it. Got it. Got it. First edition Dark Charizard. 8.5. Beauty. Beauty. Yeah, the 8 fossil cards CGC8 is definitely a very flippable price for at 140. I'd say. I would definitely be pushing some for some value as a resale. Yeah, definitely just they definitely have variety, and it's primarily vintage right now because I want to say, unless they've changed it, I think you need to send in $10,000 worth of value to get put into an auction. But maybe that's just a signature. I'm not sure, but I want to say it is anything. That might be lowered now that they're doing these weekly, but is that a PSA 9? $5. I was gonna say I'll buy this card for $10. A 9.5 Dark Alakazam. Apparently my nose wants to run now. That's cool. Dark Machamp, first edition. Oh, it's a PSA 8. Got $100. That's not a bad sale. Solid. Team Rocket pack. I don't think I've ever opened a Japanese pack in my life. Was the first to introduce dark Pokemon, including Dark Charizard. Offered here is a sealed booster pack containing 10 cards inside. And then weigh this one. Oh, it's probably guaranteed hollow, right? So, guaranteed hollow in there. This is a cool lot. You got the Misty's Tears, Sabrina's Gaze, Cool Porygon, Master Ball, and the Snorlax. So random. Like, those 5 cards in the same lot. I get the Porygon and the Snorlax came in the same set, I believe. Well, those are theme decks. No wonder it's $300 coming up. Like, I feel like a CDC8 Misty's Tears was probably pull you $40 to $50 for the right buyer on eBay. Buy it now. Sabrina Gaze probably 20% less than that. Snorlax probably $50. The Master Ball's dope. Another gym pack, so this should be a guaranteed hollow as well. I like the arts of those packs. They definitely seem pretty cool, the Japanese ones. If you want to know which pack arts I hate, it's Gym Heroes, and that's coming up next. I don't know if there's a single pack art I like. The one with Brock is just, it's too bright. Drives me freaking nuts. too much. There's too many. There's like a laser show going on behind him. I don't know what's going on. Item 90 of 131. 4 starter decks. This is pretty cool. $330, so you're getting it. That's the next bid, so it's around $330. Less than $100 a piece, which is for original starter decks is pretty cool. You can't buy MetaZoo decks that cheap, I don't think. That's crazy. All perspective. MetaZoo to the moon. $9.5. This just got its first bid. I'll bid. I'll bid. I love this art. I think there's a minimum spend of $30, which is why you see it like yeah. There it goes. So that's $41. Like this card less than $50, I feel like all day, like a 9.5 of this. I love this art. I could sell this for $100. Somebody's outbidding me though. I'll take that. I'll buy all those gym cards for $50 a piece in a 9.5. $49 I bought that for. If they had a Misty's Gyarados on here, it'd be a wrap. That's like my favorite art in that whole set. That's like one of my favorite buys in a while. That's pretty cool. I love the deep purple on that. Now I need to check out of. So why wouldn't they lot this together with the next 6 of the Neo Genesis Japanese cards? Professor Oak. Those of you that didn't hear, Professor Oak and he was on my podcast last night. Should have that uploaded tomorrow in the morning. $50 for 6 cards. I mean, come on. $10 a piece. These are $10 a piece. What's going on, Ian? I don't know. I don't know if I missed Yu-Gi-Oh in the beginning or if it's at the end. Oh, it's at the end. Yeah, it depends what the prices pop off at. That's cool. I'm glad I didn't miss that. Hopefully, I don't scare too many subs away. I ain't worried about it at all. Hopefully, you do scare some away, because if they don't want to be there, they don't deserve to be there. So, I only want people that want to be here to hang out, be there for me, and support things I'm doing. So, if they don't want to be here, peace. Umbreon, Tyranitar, Lugia, and Dragonite. 4 bangers. $50. The grades are atrocious, but those are 4 very pretty cards. I remember I graded mine in a PSA 10. That was so cool getting this card back in a PSA 10. So cool. This thing looks clean. They printed that card so much better than we did. The print quality is amazing. The card I graded, that PSA 10, came out of a binder and it didn't even have a sleeve, and I still got a PSA 10, which was pretty awesome. Got some Neo Discovery coming up. Bunch of Japanese. You know, I'm excited about my Alakazam I just bought. That's a sick card. $50. Anyone else selling CGC 9.5s, gym challenge, or anything, hit me up. Hit me up. Vintage, not modern. This is Neo Genesis pack. So this pack art is dope. Ours just has one Pokemon on each pack. This has got the starters and Lugia. I just saw somebody announce on Facebook or something they're doing like Mysterious Mountains, which is like the Skyridge booster box break. That's pretty cool. You don't see that happen every day, especially nowadays. A lot less box breakers because there's a lot less buyers. So we got some first edition Neo Destiny packs. That's cool. Can't say I've seen those go for sale on here quite that much. So yeah, so this will probably be my new the new gig. I don't think I'm gonna be continuing PWCC just to give me my Sunday evenings. I love doing it, but I enjoy this much more. Being able to look at each individual item. It will. I'll still. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. Definitely not going to be on this Sunday, but I don't know. It'll save me money probably not doing it. You know what I mean? Because then I'll probably just do it on my phone. I'll place my bids early and not get sucked in. What is this? What do we got? This is like a random lot. Whoa, those are. If you add up all the grades to these 12 cards, you get a 10. 3.5, 5.5. No, maybe a little more than a 10. Wow. Somebody just sent in their broke boy binder. Those things are beat. Evolving Skies PSA 10 Full Art Espeon. $120. That thing's chasing that PSA 10 base unlimited Ninetales right into the farm. Crazy. $100 sold. There it is. So these, I know, aren't they tougher to weigh? Because I feel like you can. Can't you get shining Pokemon in light packs? I feel like that's a thing. It shows the 20.6 grams, but I don't think it matters. I feel like you can get a shining Pokemon in a light or heavy pack. An unlimited one. Interesting. So the first edition pack just sold for $150 more than the unlimited one. So either that unlimited pack sold really high, or the first edition one sold for a pretty good price. Burning Shadows Charizard coming up. Yeah, I feel like that was a pretty good price for that first edition Neo Destiny pack. I'm not well versed in that. Asian English, no, no, no. Come on. Burning Shadows Charizard PSA 9. Really? Wow, that's expensive. That's amazing. Charizard is a beast. Wow. I that's pretty wild. The artwork is done by 5 Band Graphics. Got it. This card does not do it for me. Not a big fan personally of the. I've never been an evolutions guy, but there's a whole lot going on in that picture. Ain't nowhere near his boy. PSA 9, first edition, Pot of Greed. It's expensive. I'm definitely not an Asian English guy when it comes to Yu Gi Oh! Those of you that don't know, you're going to get learnt here today. So, this is all English. If you look at the front of this, first edition LOB, and if you don't look at these 3 numbers, actually, yeah, I can't remember if those are the same as the English or not. But basically, I think they are the same. So the biggest difference is the only difference is this logo here. It's in. I even know what language. I don't. I'm not even gonna guess. It's in Asian English, is what that is. So literally the same exact art. Got the first edition, but it was not printed. I don't think in the same exact time, but it's very similar. Not a fan. Looks beautiful though. For it's usually like 4 times cheaper than like the English one. Like this card, PSA 9 first edition, probably sell for $500, 450, 500. Curse of Dragon will sell cheaper than Mystical Elf. They're both Asian English. And I could be corrected. Yeah, they're both PSA 9. It's slowing down. It's slowing down. We got a Dark Duel Stories Exodia piece. More bangers coming up. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this thing grow. And 131 cards isn't bad though, but we're about an hour in, got 20 cards left. That's very respectable. Asian English. No tens. That sold real cheap. What is this? Marked and a PSA 6. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. PSA 9 Dark Duelist Stories Exodia. This is a pretty cool card. Apparently, I'm dying. That was a pretty good price, I feel like sale, like to buy it at 260. I feel like that was pretty cheap. This is a PSA 8. So for Yu Gi Oh! For me, I'm either PSA 9 or PSA 10, but primarily more 9s. Like this card, I love this card. Slapped. It was limited to 1 at one point. I don't think it was ever banned, but this card was so cool. So many of these arts are pretty nostalgic. Hell yeah, dude. That Exodia piece. I was about to YouTube it, or not YouTube, eBay it to see what the price. It seemed like hella good price. I know the Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, they're more sought after, but they would not go anywhere near that. PSA 8. So I just bought this card. But yeah, I was gonna say that would have been cheap. I'm gonna let this go just because I just purchased one raw in it. Print the thing's mint. Let that thing roll. Decent amount of Yu-Gi-Oh though, definitely, which is pretty crazy. Dark Paladin, First Magician's Force. On to the next one. PSA 9. Unlimited. Got it. Better not bid me up on this, Ian. Swear to God. Alright, I'll let it go. I sold my SGC 9.5 for $1,000 of that same card. This is just me and one other guy. God dang. Nope. Yo, basic. Merry Christmas. Congratulations on all the PSA cards, man. You're gonna be a busy man. Bubble Man. Dude slaps. Lord have mercy. This is coming to an end. We got our last few things. I have no. This is Dragon Ball Super, maybe, I'm guessing. Yep, says it right there. Dragon Ball Super. No PSA 10 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. None. None. Everyone's hodling them. They're all on PWCC. That one bad. Did you pick that one up, Ian? That thing moved to 0 almost. Yeah, definitely. This will be happening every Wednesday for sure. It'll be better also for vacations because I will be more available in the middle of the freaking week. So that'll be good. Because all the vacations too, I'd be missing a bunch of Sundays probably coming up. Just because like weekend trips, going camping and stuff like that. So this, being able to do these on Wednesdays will be cool, and it's very nice. Very nice format. Don't gotta click all around. Kind of can watch chat a little better. I want to see what that Exodia head goes for. Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good buy. Yep, 355 for a BGS 9, and that was a PSA 9, so that's pretty good. Yeah, the PSA should go well above that, so 450. Yep, pretty dang good. There's a PSA 10. Here it goes. We're about to moonshot on these boys right here. It's gonna happen. Nope. Come on. So those of you that don't know, it says bid internet. So those are bids that were just placed before the live auction. So they're not actually sitting there placing those bids. Those were bid before. So you kind of get an idea if you're bidding against a live person or if somebody just dropped their balls on the table and just put everything into that card. It's over and it's all she wrote. Oh, she wrote. Bang. That's it. Auction done. See what else is going on. So they have all these different auctions going on. Comic art and animation select auction. Why am I getting a whiff of like hot dog food right now? What's happening? Let's get a little perspective on how these really old random things sell. This thing ends in 2 items. Winnie the Pooh, though, is coming up. Let's go. Heritage has so many random auctions, so many different random collectibles. There was an auction recently where they had like screenplay pictures, like originals, and there was some Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. It was pretty cool. Winnie Pooh and the Day of Eeyore. Like, what is this? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Gotta read all of this to figure out what it is. It's expensive as hell. $260. Hey, that's crazy. Definitely. So we got a signature auction tomorrow. Comic books. That sounds expensive. Not for me. Yeah, they do weekly auctions for comics. Video games are on Tuesdays. Trading cards are now on Wednesdays. So that look forward to doing this, continuing it. Happy with my purchase. Pretty awesome, not gonna lie. But I got some things to do. I'm probably not gonna be hanging out. I'm glad I got my settings done, finished. Well, I kind of want to run through this real quick. So at the end of the auction, they do filter this basically top down, showing, or I could filter it. Yeah, so I could filter top down of what the highest sale was to the lowest, the winners, the losers. And I'm just going to run through this, kind of get an idea of some of the stuff that sold. So, Shining Magikarp Fan Club 5600, that first edition fossil box sold pretty cheap. It was basically rounding to about $223 per pack for first edition fossil. Not bad. The expected price for that first edition base set Charizard at $6,000. The first edition packs were the Blastoise, definitely cheap, and the Venusaur also, I feel like, were pretty cheap. I feel like those are still, I feel like, selling for over $3,000 graded, but I could be wrong. But these are $2,600 with buyer's premium graded in PSA 9, so that's not bad. Not a whole lot of Magic up here in the top ranks, which I'm surprised. I thought there would be. There's a one here for $2,500, and it's only an unlimited card. It's not even like alpha or beta. Fan Club. That's the Porygon base unlimited Charizard sold for 870. This is probably a new low for me, like that I've seen. I've seen 900 to 1,000 to 1,500. 870 for a PSA 9 base unlimited Charizard with like a what was a decent cert, I would say. Got some lottery E card. Just scroll down. I want to look at some of the losers. $30. So yeah, so the one card I won was $49. CGC 9.5. That was one of the cheapest items to sell, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. A lot of these sold to the internet. Wow. So a lot of these were pre-bids that are winning, which you do not see very often, especially in signature auctions, but a bunch of these were pre-bids. I think I've only ever done that like once or twice in my life, so it actually won with an early pre-bid. So pretty cool, man. I hope you guys had a good time, enjoyed it. I will be in touch. Look forward to my podcast being uploaded tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with Mr. Professor Oak. Hope you guys have a good one. Have a good night. Peace.